Sometimes I can't help but feel like I don't belong here. Out of place, out of mind, like all the time. There's nothing else that feels like it's meant.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Rainsel and welcome back to Asphalt 9. Today is Friday, August 4th, and well, yes, we are back in the regular programming of Asphalt 9 Fridays, being recorded on a Friday, being edited on the Friday, and being uploaded on that same fucking Friday. There you go, let's go. Now, there's actually not a lot of new things today, at least in comparison to last week. There's a couple of new things, but not a lot, you know? But still, nonetheless, there's a couple worth mentioning, so we're gonna go ahead and check that out. But before going into the video, actually, I owe you guys a big apology because last video I was like, oh, well, I am recording this on a Thursday, and therefore, sort of like I don't know why I was like, well, sort of to like make up for that instead of not recording it on Friday. I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna record this on Thursday, and then on Saturday I'm gonna record a Drive Syndicate video and upload it as well that same Saturday. However, things got very complicated. Let me tell you, because Saturday came along, and I actually had a family reunion, so I had to go to that very early, and I ended up getting back to my home at like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. around there. And so, well, it was already late, you know? Like, for example, right now, this video, I'm recording it at 3 p.m., right as I finished my job shift, so that I actually have the time to quickly edit it and upload it before it's too late on the Friday, right? However, that day, well, it was already too late, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., around that time. And then I started recording at like 8 p.m. maybe around there. And well, I don't know. I just didn't really think it was gonna take that much time to record, but it did take so long. And so of course, well, I actually mentioned it in the video on that I finished recording at like between 3:30 a.m. and 4 in the morning, which is fucking crazy. It's crazy. And then on that same Saturday, I made a community post saying like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to upload it today, but tomorrow for sure. So meaning Sunday, right? But then on Sunday, I was basically radio silent and didn't say anything about it, and they didn't upload it. And then Monday came along, and I also didn't upload it. And then Tuesday came along, and I also didn't upload it. I ended up uploading until like Thursday, I think it was yesterday. Yes, so yesterday I ended up uploading it yesterday, and like I don't know, it was probably 2 a.m. On Thursday when it finished uploading. So yeah, essentially, I mean, I had a pretty rough week. I was always very tired and very sleepy, and so like whenever I would come back home from work, I would be like, okay, let me just finish editing the video. But then I would just feel very sleepy and tired, and I would be like, let me just lay down a little bit, and I would end up like sleeping the rest of the afternoon. So yeah, it was a kind of a rough week, not gonna lie to you. And on top of that, I always have like a lot of issues with like procrastination and stuff like that. And so yeah, I mean, it was no exception. Also, if I wasn't sleepy, I would be like maybe wasting my time a little bit watching YouTube videos, or I don't know, maybe just playing the game, you know, just playing Asphalt. So yeah, it took so long. It took very long. On top of that, it was a very, very long video. So yeah, of course, it also took much longer to edit than what the usual Asphalt 9 Fridays videos take me to edit, you know? But anyways, all excuses aside, I'm sorry for taking so long to upload that video. I actually haven't started with the second video. I'm gonna do the second video where we play Flames of Betrayal, and then I'm gonna do a third video playing the McLaren section. I think it's called Blasting Through Destruction, something like that. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing that. However, right now I'm actually waiting for Flames of Betrayal because the YouTuber that I am following their strategies for is Master Chris. Shout out to Master Chris. Um, they haven't uploaded the strategies for Flames of Betrayal 3, 4, and 5. That's what I've been waiting for, you know? So, yeah, that's what I'm waiting for right now. Eventually, it's gonna come. Who knows? Who knows when? I'm not gonna say, oh, this week or anything like that, because I actually don't know. But yeah, so that being out of the way, well, let's go ahead and step right into the fucking to the video. You know, let's go. Let's start checking what's up, what's new, what's in the game. So first off, starting with multiplayer, we have the Koenigsegg Regera multiplayer season, where, as usual, well, you're gonna be able to earn some seasonal tokens. I think that's like the most worth noting thing about this multiplayer season. Okay, so you can get about 4,900, maybe 5,000 if I did it incorrectly, but around there of seasonal tokens here under Koenigsegg Regera's multiplayer season. Now, the multiplayer one is still the same one, classic series with the same old rewards. Then if we go into daily events, we actually have the Lamborghini Revuelto Esports Challenge, where, I mean, the only worth noting thing is the decal. You have a decal here for the Revuelto. It's kind of cool. You can actually see it here. I mean, it's a cool decal, you know, I actually like it. Looks great. But that's pretty much it. I mean, aside from that, well, you can get some card packs, but then again, you know, this is really not worth anything at this point of the game. Aside from that, we have the Wish You Were Here event, where the only noting thing is you can get some seasonal tokens. But aside from that, that's pretty much it. Well, you can get some blue tokens here if you're part of a club. 10 tokens, but well, that's that. That's something. And then when it comes to the hunt, we have the hunt for the Ferrari F12 TDF. We also have the hunt for the D8 GTO, which is this is a legendary hunt. You can only access it if you are an owner of the Legend Pass. But well, that's that. I mean, as far as I know, it's not a super exciting car, but it's still nonetheless, you know, you have the opportunity there to take it to your garage and get it to max stars, which I will definitely be doing. I actually haven't been playing much this week. As I said, it's been a rough week. So I actually just kind of started playing this a little bit more seriously today. I haven't even unlocked it, you know, so as that. But over the weekend, I will unlock it and take it to the last star. But yeah, well, in the Ferraris hunt, actually, you can also get some 3,000 seasonal tokens in case you want, in case you're interested. You know, I'm pretty sure most people, if you've been playing this game for a couple of months, you probably already have the Ferrari F12 TDF. You know, it's a basic car. It's a very basic car. But well, in the case that you don't have it, actually, I do recommend you to go for it, take it to the last star, because if you don't have this car, it probably means that you also don't have any good B-class car. And this is a good B-class car for starters, at least, you know. We also have, for example, here the McLaren Elva, which recently had a car hunt. This is definitely much better than the Ferrari. The McLaren Elva, I've played with it, and I think I actually went to platinum with the Elva, you know. So it's definitely a great car. Much better than Ferrari F12 TDF. But if for some reason you weren't able to participate in the recent car hunt for the Elva, well, then the Ferrari F12 TDF is definitely a great option if you don't have any basic B-class cars, you know? Then aside from that, well, in the daily events, that's pretty much it. Now, when we go to the seasonal events, you can see we have two new events as well. Well, new for this season, right? They're not new. But we have the Koenigsegg Regera, a special event, which, I mean, it's all right. You know, it's all right. I don't know what the rewards were for the first time that this event was featured in the game. But right now, it's not that great, you know? If you have all the cars, if you meet all the requirements for this event, meaning all the cars at their required events, for example, right here, I actually don't meet these requirements. For the last stage of the event, I'm required to have the Huayra BC and the Dendrobium at rank 3,700. As you can see, neither of both cars I will be able to take them to 3,700. So, you know, I'm kind of screwed a little bit on this event. But even if I had all the minimum requirements, you would only be able to get a total of 48 blueprints. The car, to be able to unlock it, you require a total of 60 blueprints, which means that you would still have to buy a few car packs in the shop if you don't have a single blueprint for it, you know? So yeah, I mean, it's not that great, you know, but it's still nonetheless for those players that have been in the game for a few months already. Well, you know, for example, I already have the NSX, the Vensor Sarthe. I have most of the required cars, and even though I'm probably not going to be able to unlock the Rigera, at least we are able to get a few rewards, a few tokens, a few credits, I guess, a few blueprints for the Rigera. So you know, it's definitely a good thing to participate on this event. Now, you know, as usual, if you need help, it says here, get more blueprints faster. If you click on it, it takes you to the shop. And of course, we have the multi-packs for the Rigera's special events. The pack number 1, well, has these cars as featured. Which, I mean, you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, even if you're new in the game, don't purchase this. Don't purchase this. This is not worth it. The Apollo N, actually all of these cars. Well, actually, I don't know about the Mercedes, but the NSX, Zarthe, and the Apollo N, they all have a car hunt. So eventually, you will be able to get them to unlock them and get them to max star for free without spending a single token. So you know, I don't recommend you to buy these packs. Save your tokens for whenever there's an actually exclusive car that you cannot get it through a car hunt or through other events. So you know, that's my recommendation there. We also have the multi-pack number 2. And even though this is a great pack, this is actually a really, really good pack. Don't spend on it. I don't know. You know, my recommendation is do not spend on it. Because these 4 cars that are featured here, the Huayra, the Aventador J, the Dendrobium, and the 918 Spider, are cars that you are able to access to them through the garage level. You know, if you get to garage level 14, there you go, 918 Spider. If you go to garage level 15, there you go, Aventador J. In the 16, we got the Dendrobium. And then level 17, we have not only the Huayra BC, but also the Koenigsegg Regera, you know? So here's the thing. As you progress through the game, you will be leveling up your garage. And so that means that eventually you will be able to find the blueprints for those cars here on the Legend store. As you can see here, for example, I have the Aventador J, which I actually I'm on my way to the last star of the Aventador J, you know? Now, I'm going to tell you something. Even though I'm telling you this is a terrible idea to spend on this pack, I'm telling you this because I was guilty. I spent about 6,000 tokens on this. And I regret it. I regret it so much. I think it was a terrible idea. Because, number one, even with those 6,000 tokens that I spent on these packs, I still don't meet the minimum requirements for the Regera's special event. And second of all, there's better cars upcoming to the game where I would probably want to spend tokens on. For example, the Revueltas special event is coming very soon, I think next week. Well, in 2 weeks, actually, I think. And then next season, we're also we're also having the comeback of the Aston Martin Valhalla, which is also a very, very great A-class car that I don't have. So, you know, I spent 6,000 tokens on this that I could have spent on the upcoming cars. And these are, again, all cars that are not exclusive to special events. These are cars that you are able to access through the Legend store whenever you level up your garage. So, again, not a great idea. Don't spend on these. You know, even though you may think, oh, it's a great way to kind of have a quick start to my garage or something like that. Yes, but still, I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't recommend it. I did it. I regret it. So therefore, I don't recommend it. Now, aside from the Regera's special event, we also have the Starway for the Lamborghini Huracan, which, you know, if you don't know how the Starways work, so essentially every season we get a Starway for a specific car. Right now we have 3 starways. We have the starway for the Huracan, which is right here, the Huracan. As you can see, I actually can go ahead and start it up, which we are gonna do. There you go. Start it up. And now I actually only need a few blueprints for the last star. But anyways, so we have the starway for the Huracan. Then next season, we're going to get the starway for the Peugeot Onyx. As you can see here, I have it here. And then the following season, we're going to get the starway for the McLaren Speedtail. So that's essentially how they work. They kind of loop around, you know. Every season we get a starway, or basically every month. Every month we get a starway, and they just loop around. Now, as you can see, to be able to access... Oh, well, it disappeared now. Fuck. But every time you access... to access each starway, you need a required set of cars. And depending on how many stars you have for those required cars is the stage that you will be able to access. For example, if you have all cars at 1 star, you will be able to access the first stage of the event, where you will be able to get the featured card at 1st star. Now, if you have the required cars as 2 stars, then you'll be able to get to the 2nd stage, where you'll be able to get the featured card as 2nd star. And that's basically how it works. However, in each of the starway, the max stage that you can get the car to is 1 star less than the maximum. For example, the Huracan Evo, it's a 5-star car. And if you paid attention, it actually only had 4 stages. Now that we started up to the 4th star, well, the event disappeared because it only features it to the first to last star, you know? For example, with the Peugeot Onyx, it'll only make it available for you till the 5th star. This is a 6-star car. So there's only going to be 5 stages. You're only going to be able to take it a 5th star. However, there's actually a technique, a strategy that you can follow to be able to participate on the event twice and get these cars to the last star, which is by precisely not starring up the cars. So essentially what you have to do is you have to take it to the last stage. You know, for example, right here with the Peugeot Onyx, as you can see, I already have enough blueprints to take it to the 5th star. You know, however, I'm not starring it up, because that way the game is going to detect that I only have it at 4 stars, not at 5 stars. Therefore, next time the starway comes around, it is going to offer it to me. It's going to say, hey, you only have it at 4 stars. Here you go. You can play the 5th stage of the event to get it to the 5th star, right? However, I already have enough blueprints to the 5th star. So basically, what I'm doing is tricking up the game, making it think that I don't have it at 5th star, so that I can play the 5th stage again, get those 52 blueprints again, and therefore being able to take it to the last star as well. You know, so essentially, if you don't have any of these cars, if you're gonna participating on the starway for the Huracan, well, there's the strategy right there. Take it to the 4th stage, get those 4th star blueprints, but don't star it up. Don't start it up and wait until the starway for the Huracan comes back again. So therefore, you are able to get a few more blueprints and make it much easier for you to get it to the last star, you know? That's the strategy. That's what I'm doing. That's what I was doing with the Huracan. Although I'm very close to the 5th star. So that's why I went ahead and started it up. Because, I mean, these blueprints I'm going to be able to quickly and easily get them from the Legend store. But however, the Onyx, both the Onyx and the Speedtail are not featured on the Legend store. Therefore, that's why I'm doing that for the Onyx, where I'm not starting it up. And next month, I'm going to be able to get it then to the last star. But anyways, that's that for special events. That's pretty much it. You know, there's really nothing else new here in the game. Again, as I told you, there's really not a lot of stuff going on in the game right now. Now, next Monday, actually, this coming Monday, we're going to have, as far as I know, the beginning of the Grand Prix for the Nissan. You know, it was mentioned on the patch notes that the rerun for this Nissan, the R390 GT1 Grand Prix, was going to be coming back. And well, that's going to be this Monday. This Monday, we're going to get the beginning of the Grand Prix. This is, again, remember, this is a rerun, which means that a lot of people probably already have this car, and they also probably already have a few stars for it. I'm actually gonna be going for this. If you've watched previous videos, you may already know that I absolutely fucking despise the Grand Prix. Like, I don't like them. They're so stressful. They take too much time. But I think I'm actually going to be playing this one. I'm going to be attempting to get the key. And that is because being able to secure the most cars as possible is always a good strategy, because you also never know when are they going to be required for certain special events, right? And so, for example, right now, if I were to get the Nissan here on the Racing Through Fire Season Showcase, and if I were to have that Nissan, I will be able to get 125 blue tokens, which, you know, since I spent 6,000 tokens on the Rigera's multi-pack, I'm just trying to get as many tokens back as I can. So that's why I'm probably going to be putting some effort and some time into that Grand Prix. But yeah, aside from that, well, again, that's pretty much it. There's really not a lot of new stuff right now in the game. Oh my god, yes, and there's actually another new thing here on well, the quote unquote new thing. So on the seasonal shop, where you can buy with the seasonal tokens, we actually have a couple new things. We have, well, the relay packs for the Ferrari's car hunt. And then we also have here, for example, you can get an import part for the Koenigsegg Regera. And not only that, I actually don't have it here anymore, but there was also a relay pack similar to the Syndicate's relay pack here. There was a relay pack for the Regera's special event where you could get like 3 or 4 blueprints for every support car. So I went ahead and get everything because then again, I did need some blueprints for the 918 Spider, for the Aventador J, for the Dendrobium, for the Huayra. So I went ahead and get all of those, and well, that's why I don't have it here anymore. But that is definitely a great option if you require some assistance with some blueprints for that special event, or even just overall. If you still require some blueprints for those cars, go ahead and get the full fucking thing, because all of them are great cars. So it's definitely a great help to get as many blueprints as you can for them, especially when you can get them with the seasonal tokens, which, as you may already know, well, they're going to expire at the end of the season. You're only going to be able to get a few tokens for them. And that's actually something that I do think it's a very important to talk about, the seasonal tokens. So lately on the internet, there has been some discussion about the seasonal tokens where, we were told that at the end of the season, they were going to expire and we were going to get them converted to blue tokens. However, there has been some discussions about there being a limit to those blue tokens that you can get in exchange. So, first of all, well, the information that I've heard, that I've seen on the internet, is that the conversion rate is going to be of 3%. So essentially, if you have 100 seasonal tokens by the end of the season, you will only get 3 blue tokens for those 100 seasonal tokens, okay? However, if you also have the Legend Pass, you actually get double conversion rate, which means 6% conversion rate, Therefore, if you have the Season Pass, the Legend Pass, and you have 100 seasonal tokens, by the end of the season, you will get 6 blue tokens in exchange for it, right? However, there seems to be a limit. People has been saying that there's actually going to be a limit to it of 2,000 tokens. Therefore, even if you have 100,000 tokens and you have the Legend Pass, well, guess what? You're not going to get 6,000 blue tokens. You're only going to get up to 2,000 tokens. So I think that's definitely something very important to have in mind, because maybe I'm sure there's probably some people that is like, oh, I'm not going to spend a single seasonal token so that I can get it exchanged for as much blue tokens as I can. However, it seems to be like that's not going to be the case. There's going to be a limit. And actually, one of my teammates on the club did the calculations as to how many seasonal tokens you required to reach this limit of blue tokens. And if you don't have the season pass, if you don't have the legend pass, you would require a total of 66,667 seasonal tokens. Okay. So if you have more than that amount of tokens, of seasonal tokens, go ahead and spend them, man. Go ahead and spend them. You're, again, the information that I've seen on the internet that is, going around on the internet is that we're only going to get a total of 2,000 seasonal blue tokens. So, again, why saving more than what you need? And if you have the legend pass, you actually only require, therefore, half of that amount, which will be 33,334 seasonal tokens. So then again, if you want to get as much blue tokens that you want as you can, well, those are the amounts that you should be aiming for with your seasonal tokens. Anything that you have above those quantities, technically speaking, you can go ahead and spend. Then again, I haven't seen any official information. I don't know where is people getting that information from, but that's what people in the internet is saying. So it's up to you if you want to trust it or not. I think I'm gonna trust it because let's be entirely honest, Game Left is not that generous. I mean, to me, it already sounded crazy that they were gonna be exchanging these huge amounts of seasonal tokens for blue tokens. So I think it's believable. It's believable that there's gonna be a limit of 2,000 blue tokens. So yeah, I mean, but then again, it's up to you. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, actually, the Grand Prix is not starting on Monday. I don't know why I thought it was starting on Monday. It's starting tomorrow, Saturday, apparently. What I'm seeing here. So there was this the list of events for the season was already leaked, obviously, and so yeah, apparently the Grand Prix is starting tomorrow, Saturday, August 5th. But well, then again, next week we're getting the key hunt, for example, for the GT3 Evo. Then in 2 weeks we're getting the special event for the Revuelto. So I think the season is just starting to build up. I'm pretty sure that by now most people is probably already done with the syndicate. I've seen already a lot of people saying that they're already stuck with the syndicate. So yeah, I feel like right now a lot of people is probably just waiting for more stuff to do in the game, right? But well, yeah, that's pretty much it. That being said, I hope you guys have a great day. Eventually, we're gonna get the second video for the Drive Syndicate. I'm also gonna make sure to kind of make it more concise, much smaller, because it was a very long video. The first episode was very long, so yeah. But that's pretty much it. You guys have a nice one. I see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Okay, adios.